Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cody from Cody's Crochet, and today is day 1 of a 3-day market I will be having this week. I just came back from work and I will have some quick lunch and then we will have to pack my car because I'm trying to leave here at 1 and it is currently 10:49. So I need to pack everything in my car and everything up in my room, like my backpack and stuff, and then we will have to set up. I have to be set up by 3 p.m. I will try to do that. I haven't been at that location, so I'm not quite sure how everything's working. We'll see how it goes, but right now I'm having lunch. See ya. Okay, so lunch is done. I will now be packing my bag first thing because then I can like go backwards from here, get everything else, like my inventory, 10 tables and everything else, and then I can just leave without having to go back up here again. What I need today isn't much because it's like from 3 and we have to stay set up until 6. Maybe I will be longer, maybe not, I don't know yet, but again, I won't need much in my backpack. Let's get some things into here. I'm not sure what to bring because again, it's like 3 hours today, and then tomorrow it's 7 hours. Then on Sunday it's from like 12:30 to 6. So I'm not sure how all of this will work out and how much traffic there is today because there's like some sort of parade going on and I'm not sure if people will be attending that. Again, I barely know anything about this market. I just kind of jumped in, which maybe was a mistake, but the good thing is it's September now. So people are kind of in the fall mindset already, meaning I might sell some of my fall and Halloween stuff, so like my pumpkins and my mini ghost keychains, and some other stuff like my witch hats. So I'm excited to see if that will sell. What I need to do is prep more of my mini loaf cats and axolotls because I haven't been quite able to do that. But I made some black cats because they will be good for Halloween, especially in combination with the witch hats. They look really cute. I might display one mini loaf cat with a witch hat actually, so people know they can do that. And yeah, let's pick the bag. Okay, so the bag is packed. I will now be taking the styrofoam head and then I'm pretty much good to go up here. What I need to do is grab my money bag and my glasses because I took them off because work. And then I'm pretty much done up here, so we can go pack the car next. Okay, so most of it is packed. I have the tablecloths here, I nearly forgot them honestly. And I actually do need to go back into my room because I have a few things in the paper bag that I collect them before I bring them over here. So I need to grab a few more things from there. Going backwards, the whole idea didn't quite work out. But other than that, we're set and we're pretty good in time. I think I have like 45-60 minutes left. So maybe I can chill out a bit, collect my thoughts, maybe plan the setup I want to do because I didn't get to that this week. But yeah, pretty much done. Okay, so I actually showered because at the time, and now we should be good to go. I just put in the address of where I am about to be, but the problem is they did send me a map, but I have no idea where that is. I do know the name of the street, but I have no idea. I'm hoping that they have numbered like the places in any way because I'm number 26, so I hope that I can just find my number, and then they want us to get everything out of the car and then park the car away immediately so there's no traffic jam inside the street. And I am hoping that I can find a parking spot nearby. If not, then I will have to park at some sort of bank and just hope they don't have any time restricting access to the parking lot or find wherever. So we'll see. I'm gonna be driving there about half an hour, so see you in half an hour. Okay, so the first step was pretty much as always, which is unpack everything. And this is how it looks finished. I had my 3 tables and I had a hat and earwarmer corner, and then I had my ocean corner here with some ghosts and bookmarks, and then I had my keychains and cats, mini love cats, big ones, and scrunchies. It was a very slow day and it was honestly pretty cloudy and windy, but I wasn't too concerned. But in the end, that was kind of my downfall because it then started raining. Here, a few drops hit my table and I saved these turtles, but then yeah, so a few of my things got wet, especially in the bags behind me because it then dripped down the wall, but in the end everything was fine, nothing got damaged, but it was still a little sad to watch. Especially my neighbors were feeling pretty sorry for me. In the end, I got a little treat to make me feel better. Then it stopped raining and I was actually able to film a few clips like these ones here, and then I started to tear it down. Okay, so I'm finally home. It's 8:30 p.m. I'm very tired. I'm also very hungry. I will leave everything in my car for tomorrow. I won't be unpacking anything. I actually have a few things I need to add. Like I forgot my stack of books. I forgot my pliers for like the keychain thingies. And yeah, I need to pack a few things. And I will not be counting the money, because I did keep track of what sold, and because it wasn't that much, I only sold 6 items or 7. I didn't miss any, I know that. I will eat something. Okay, so I left everything in the car except for my backpack because it has the money and like my other stuff in it that I just didn't leave it in the car. Honestly, this was one of the worst market experience I've ever had. I've had a headache for the past 3 hours. It was raining like shit, even though it wasn't said to be raining, like at all. Then no one came. I sold like 6 items. I barely made back my booth fee for today. Damn. It was very depressing, honestly. I was sitting there and I was wondering what the hell is going on, and I mean, sure, I made my booth fee back, but barely. And I mean, many people said they wanted to come back tomorrow or on Sunday. I will be there on both of these days, but I'm really, really hoping that Saturday and Sunday will be better, because today sucked. I have to say it. It just sucked. It was depressing. It was honestly very exhausting for barely any reward. So, and then I wasn't even able to leave because there was like a jogging race happening, and they like barricaded a certain street, and I wasn't able to drive out the other way because you could only drive one direction. So I had to wait half an hour after the market ended till I could finally leave. It was like 7:30 or 7:45 where I could finally leave, and damn, they literally locked us in there. They didn't even care, they just did. And after that I could finally leave, and I've never been to the city specifically, or I have, but with another person driving, and we didn't take the route I took today. And this route was crazy, I have to say. I've never taken this route again, and I was scared for my life on some areas, and scared for my car and my stuff, because sometimes you just had like really high hills that you were just like crashing down nearly, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I don't want to be here. And Jesus, yeah, it was a wild ride. But again, I will be taking a different route tomorrow, and I will hope that everything goes smoothly and everything will be better. And yeah, again, not a great experience. But sometimes you just experience things like this, and it's nothing to feel bad about, because it just happens. There is no market that's perfect. There will always be certain things that won't turn out the right way the first time, but luckily this is a 3-day market, meaning I have 2 more days to redeem myself for today, and hopefully I will. But I'll see you tomorrow. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm gonna go. So see you tomorrow. It's a new day and I'm feeling better already. Yesterday evening was damn interesting for sure. I fell asleep pretty easily, which is good. Today is a new day, so fresh set of eyes. I was not able to plan a setup before, so we will have to improvise again today. I might do a setup where I can retract the tables a little more easily into the middle of my tent if it is raining again. It's not supposed to rain today, but it wasn't supposed to rain yesterday too, so I will not be lied to again. I will be packing the few things that I actually missed yesterday. I talked about it, I think, in the clip earlier. I will pack that and then eat breakfast and hopefully leave by 8:30, so we can get there by 9, because the event starts at 11. So then we have about 2 hours of setup time, which I hope is enough. I hope I can find another nice person again to help me set up my tent, because yesterday I actually had 3 elderly men and the manager of the event come up to me and help me with my tent, which was really nice. I actually saw them again as visitor a few hours later, and because where I am, there's some like stones that prohibit easy movement of the tent, so you kind of have to lift it to pull it together and pull it apart, which is a little difficult to do when you're alone. So I will eat breakfast and then I will see you later. Okay, so I just had breakfast and I prepped some rolls with cheese and some cucumber and stuff like that. I will now be changing and putting everything in my car because time is running and I'll see you whenever we get to the market. Okay, so I just arrived at the market location on my parking spot that I already paid the ticket for yesterday, and it's like good for 2 or 3 more days. I will be setting up now. I have everything still packed in my car, so I will just unload everything again because I didn't want to leave it here. Let's set up. Setup went pretty smoothly because I had some experiences of yesterday. I tried to make them so that I could retract them if need be. And this is the finished setup. It was pretty similar to yesterday, except that I changed a bit of the pumpkin table right there. And then I shifted a few things like the ocean cone a little bit more towards the middle, and then I ended up pushing back some other plushies as well. And as usual, I have my garment rack at the back here. Saturday was definitely a bit more sunnier, so I was able to take a few more product shots like that one at the beginning, and the day was not as slow as Friday. So I met a ton of people and many people stopped by. People loved my mini and big loaf cats, but sadly no one was batting an eye at my pumpkins. I tore down at about 5:30 and I was gone at around 6 to 6:30. Okay, so the market is done. I'm about to head home. It definitely went better than yesterday. I made more than 6 sales, so that's plus. I also met a ton of nice people. I have really nice booth neighbors. One of them actually gave me a discount when I bought some sweets, and the other gave me a free meal. And I actually gave them 3 of my mini plush pumpkins in orange in return, and they really liked them, so that was nice. And we talked a lot. They're really cool. I like them. That's kind of what I love about this market vendor community, that we all just kind of hang out with each other and like gift each other little things to make the day a little better, even if it went shitty like yesterday. I feel like the free meal was kind of because they saw what happened yesterday and they were kind of feeling bad for me. I think that was the reason, but I'll take it. And I also met many awesome people who were customers, and my friend group came by, a few of them, and it was really cool. So today was really great and I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm about 30 to 40 minutes away from home, so I'm gonna start driving and we'll see each other when I'm home. Okay, so I am now home. The drive was pretty uneventful. It took about half an hour, but it was pretty good. It was better than the route I took yesterday because that was traumatic. I will now be having dinner and taking my jacket and my backpack out of the car again, like yesterday. And then I will go over what sold today and maybe make 1 or 2 big or mini loaf cats, because of the big ones I only have 2 left, and of the minis I have 4 left, which is barely anything considering tomorrow is going to be a very busy day. At least that's what the other vendors told me, because I've been there before and Sundays seem to be very, very busy, so we'll see. I'll try to make a few more things, but it won't be that much because I'm tired and my hands hurt, even though I didn't do anything today. Like, I didn't do any crocheting today. My hands still hurt, so whatever. But again, I will be having dinner now, so we'll see each other later. I finished dinner. I had tomato soup with bread. I actually counted the money according to my list, and today we made nearly 280 euros, which is pretty dang good. I didn't think it would be that high. I was thinking around 200, like the other markets I had prior to this one, but damn, nearly 300. That's crazy. But I am excited to be at the market tomorrow because, again, other vendors said that tomorrow will probably be busier than today, and I need to prep a few things. I want to make big and small loaf cats because I barely have any left. I have like 2 big ones left and 4 of the minis, so I'm trying to whip them up now. I have all the materials, so I can make 1 or 2 of each, but I won't be able to make that many because it's already 8:45 and I want to go to bed. Yeah. I hope I can maybe finish 2 big ones and then just take some yarn with me and maybe whip them up at the market tomorrow morning, or tomorrow noon, I guess. Because the market in my street where I am set up, or where I will be set up again tomorrow, is opening at 12:30. I have a bit more time in the morning, but I need to pack because I have vocationary school because of my job training next week, so I need to leave directly when I get home tomorrow evening. So I have to pack tomorrow morning for my week of school in a different city. So there's that. And then I need to drive there 2 hours in the evening. Yay. So in the morning I won't be able to crochet much probably because I will be packing, but I'll try to do that today. Let's try and whip some love cats up. Okay, so I started another one of these gray and beige cats. I will actually have to make, I wanted to do the same but with the pink and the white. Problem is I actually don't have any more of the white. I have like a few scraps of pure white, but it won't be enough. So I will have to use the beige color that I use with the gray, with the pink, but I held it against each other and it was fine. I mean, the pink usually has a bit of a more cool toned aesthetic to it, but the beige looks fine. I just don't have any white right now and I'm not able to get any more for the market tomorrow, so it'll have to do. And I'm done. This took about half an hour, a little less actually. I will be making another one of these but with the pink instead of the gray, and then I will go to bed because I need my sleep and I'm tired. I literally nearly fell asleep at the market at like 12. So there's that. But again, I will make another one of these. I will tag this and put it next to my backpack so I won't forget it tomorrow. That would suck. So I will see you when I finish the other one. I just finished the second one. I will now tag it and then put everything back in my backpack and then change and go to sleep. It is 20 past 10. Yeah. I hope I can fall asleep in 40 minutes, which might work, but maybe not. We'll see. I will get up a few minutes before 8, so like 7:45, 7:50 hopefully, because again I still need to pack, wash my hair and all that stuff, so I will see you tomorrow. Morning. I just washed my hair and I will now be having breakfast and then I will start packing my carry-on and my suitcase for the week of school, and then I will see if I can do anything else for the market today. I'm not sure. Yesterday we finished 2 of the big love cats and I packed some more yarn to make mini love cats while I'm at the market in different colors, because I have 2 of the white ones with pink specks left, a black one and I think a brown one, and I only have 4, so that's not enough for today. I would like to have at least 8 to 10, so I will try to whip them up when I'm at the market if I have the time, because I don't know how busy it'll be in the morning or at noon, because the market then will open the gates to where I'm set up at 12:30. I'm not sure if it'll be already. We'll see. I will do that and then we'll see each other later. It was a nice day, but sadly it was a tad bit windier than I thought it would be. I was glad that I brought my tent weights because it was very windy suddenly. But the day wasn't that bad because I had this green little buddy with me suddenly and he loved climbing on me. I did have to shift some things in my setup because multiple things sold on Saturday that I wasn't able to put up again today. But it still looked pretty full, so I'm glad I had enough stuff. But I still had my keychain and ocean corner plus this pumpkin and Iwoma corner here, and my garment rack, and then I hung some bags at the back here. I did have to make some mini loaf cats at the spot because I barely had any left. I also sewed many of my stingray keychains to my surprise, but I sadly didn't have any yarn to make more. Other than that, the day was pretty busy, but in the evening, so like 5 to 6 p.m, it slowed down quite a bit. Which is why I started packing up things that I wasn't using or things that weren't bought anyway. I did see that my mini keychains, so smileys and citrus slices, were doing pretty well. I barely had any left. Okay, so a very different place, but I got to the hotel where I will be staying for my week of school. But I wanted to talk about the market. It was very nice. I made a ton of sales. I haven't counted it yet, but it was pretty good. I met, again, lots of nice people and even had some repeat customers from Saturday and people on Saturday who said they'd be back on Sunday, and they did indeed come back, which was kind of surprising because they rarely do. But again, I sold a ton of things. I sold out of some things. I barely have any stock of some things left. I made surprising sales containing items that I've had for a very long time. Yeah, it was very, very cool. yeah, I had to pack up pretty quickly. That's why I didn't really film anything or did like an outro like directly after the market, because again, I was on a time crunch. But other than that, very nice market. It was from 12:30 to I packed up at like 5:30 p.m. So 5 hours. Yeah, about 5 hours. And in those 5 hours, I made a ton of sales. This market was a nice experience, even though the Friday was the worst experience I've ever had. Saturday and Sunday were definitely really cool. And I might do this market again next year. I will have to see, because of my school plan not out yet. I will get it probably next year in like, I'm not sure, August, maybe July. I might do it again. And my next market is a pumpkin festival at a corn labyrinth, so that's exciting. Meaning I have to prep a few more pumpkins. I didn't sell any of my pumpkins, which is kind of sad, but I did actually sell a new warmer, which I did, which was a brown ombre one with 2x2 ribbing. That one sold pretty early in the day to a very nice woman. Other than that, I didn't really sell any fall or colder themed items. I'm hoping that for the pumpkin festival, it's at the end of October, so I might sell a few more of my pumpkins and a few more of my ghosts. I actually did sell a few ghost keychains actually, and I think 1 or 2 plush ghosts without a keychain, so like just a plushie. I'm hoping that I will be selling more of those at the market in October. Other than that, great experience. So it was a short walk from like setting up. I was able to drive directly into the street where we were setting up, but then at like 12 they put up the barricades, so I was there at, I'm not sure, 10, 10, so somewhere around that. And then I drove into that street, packed everything out, and then parked my car away, and then I focused on setting up, and that worked pretty well. Many vendors did that too, were setting up for the first time or setting up again, because most of the vendors actually had like drivable carriages and cars, which they were selling out of, so they could just leave it there. But I couldn't really do that because I didn't want my stuff to be damaged or stolen. I kind of focused on setting up every day instead of having to worry about my stuff getting damaged or stolen. But that's where we will have to end the video. It is very late. It's 10:42 p.m. and I have to get up at 6 tomorrow, so I will eat dinner now, cold, but that's okay. And thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions for market setups or things that you guys sell at your markets, if you do them, leave them in the comments below. It was very nice having you here. Kind of nice to have someone to talk to, and it's like I have a partner with me even though you're not really there. Thanks again, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.